naturist vacation may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about South Africa, but yet there are quite some naturist opportunities here. For example, this place. We are at SunEden, which is probably the most known naturist resort in all of South Africa.
We are Nick and Lens. For the last 5 years, we have been blogging and vlogging about naturist traveling. And now we embarked on an epic journey to experience naturism in every continent of the world. Subscribe to travel along with us. Right now, we are in Africa.
What most people do immediately link with South Africa is big animals. Safaris are probably the #1 activity to do in this country, and that is exactly what we did this morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well indeed, thank you.
This is Lofty and Amanda. They have a naturist travel company called Joxilox. Where are we going?
We are going to Dinner King Game Reserve, where we hope to see the big five.
Woohoo, exciting! This is our spot.
This is our spot. I'm sorry, once again I lost my voice.
Do we have audio problems?
Yes, we do. No, it's voice problems.
You're our guide.
Yes, I'm good.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good in yourself.
What animals are we gonna see?
I'm not too sure. Out here, anything can happen. We can see anything from the big five to antelope to birds to trees, plants, anything that you're interested in really. But my goal is to try and find as many animals as I possibly can.
Awesome. This is 5 minutes into the drive. It felt really not okay to be talking to a camera while driving through this amazing reserve. So I'm going to use voiceover from now to tell you about what happened. 5 minutes into the drive we had already seen lions and many more animals would appear soon. Like a large herd of wildebeest and zebras who seemed to love hanging out together. There were numerous impalas. And then one of my favorite animals appears above the treetops. He was a real show-off, by the way, just hanging around our vehicle and walking around so graciously. By the way, here's a very sad fact about giraffes. Because they are so tall, a lot of them die because they get struck by lightning. Now I can't watch a thunderstorm anymore without feeling sorry for all the giraffes out there. We kept driving along the grassy roads towards a huge lake in the hope to find some hippos. But the hippos seemed to have other plans today. We did spot a fish eagle though that had just caught a fish. You can't really see this in the footage, unfortunately. These days I really wish that I had brought a very long lens. More and more animals would cross our road, often very literally. And our new friend the giraffe just followed us along. By the way, here's a fun fact about giraffes. In Afrikaans they are called kameelperd, which literally translates to camel horse. We tried out some more spots to find hippos, but luck was not on our side. We did see some cute monkeys though. And then it was time to leave the reserve. It's really cool that the Dinner King Game Reserve is literally right next to SunEden. So you can basically spend your whole day naked here and then just in between go for a safari. Come on, we'll show you around the resort. This here is obviously the pool area, in case you hadn't noticed it yet. And maybe you're wondering why there are so few people here. In fact, we are the only people at the pool right now. And I personally think that this has mostly to do with South Africa not yet being recognized as an international naturist destination. And although SunEden has all the potential to become a very popular naturist resort, today it still gets most of its guests from inside of the country, and for those people it's, yeah, work day today. And that's why we hear that in the weekends it does get quite crowded over here. There's even a pool bar, and we do happen to like pool bars a lot, don't we?
We do!
Unfortunately, it's closed at the moment. It's only open on weekend days when there are a lot of people. And this is something, like, we are staying here for a week, so we get the very silent SunEden during weekdays, and then we will have the very busy and pool bar open SunEden on weekends. I think, I hope, this is, we haven't seen a weekend here, but they told us that it's like that. This here is by far my favorite part of SunEden. It's the restaurant. No, I'm kidding. It's on the other side. There's this big lake with lots of flowers, and I think there are lilies. And there are lots of birds. There are ducks who don't really like my presence. It's all just very beautiful and serene. And on the other side you can see some of the accommodations already. We will show you more later. But I think maybe we should just sit here for the rest of the video and enjoy this view. Or maybe not, because how much I would love to sit here for the rest of the day, this would make a very boring video. Kroeg, that's Afrikaans. And it means bar. This is the evening bar. It's really, really beautiful here with all those picturesque wooden bridges. And here there's a small island in the river.
Where they do yoga and massages during weekends, apparently.
Also during weekends.
Also during weekends. Busy, busy, busy. I'm honestly surprised how green this place is, because when I think of South Africa, I think about red and dust and some more dust. But this is so green. I love it. Eee, look, green.
These little baskets in the trees are birds' nest, and they are owned by a little very beautiful yellow bird. And here's a fun fact about this bird. It's actually the male bird who builds the nest, and then he invites the wife into it, and if she doesn't like it, he has to rebuild it to make it more beautiful. Is this the sand and the dust that you were looking for?
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Dust, sand, dust.
This is the real South Africa, the savannah. Talking about the real South Africa, here's a small weather update. Today it's quite grey. There is a little bit blue sky, but it's quite agreeably warm. It's about 25, 26, 27 degrees Celsius, which is perfect naturist weather. But when we arrived here, it was actually grey and cold and a bit rainy. And this was not the South Africa that we were expecting, but luckily the weather changed. Unlike most other naturist resorts that we've been to around the world, you can camp at SunEden, but it's not really a campsite, and the rental accommodations are not your typical mobile home or safari tent, although they have safari tents as well. But the most accommodations are like super deluxe villas. They are super huge. They look really, really nice. They have their own private gardens. We're staying in one of these, and we will show it to you later. But they are all like, they look very beautiful, and still they kind of fit in the environment. There are some rules for the architecture. For example, all of these villas have to have a straw roof, and they need to be in brick, I believe, but they look so beautiful. Here's a quick naturist travel quiz. Who recognizes this statue? Where can you find an exact copy? Is it A, Cap d'Agde in France? Is it B, Vera Playa in Spain? Is it C, Zipolite in Mexico? Or D, you don't have a clue? In any case, we're not going to take a picture because we once took a picture of the original statue in A, B, C or D, and that one got us banned on Instagram, so we're not doing that again. Here and there in the resort you can see these baskets that they use to feed the wild animals. And there are quite some big animals here at the resort. And sometimes you can see them wander around. Do you think they might attack? Are you sure?
They're friendly.
Are you sure?
See it in their eyes. They're friendly.
You're looking pretty angry to me.
What do you know of animals?
It seems like they have little intention to come closer to us. So probably they're just here to fertilize the golf course. Because there's a golf course here. Look at this. It's not really a very large one, but it's a golf course. Got you a present. It's the lucky feather of the lucky bird.
What animal is that?
The lucky bird.
The stofzuiger.
I don't know. I call it the lucky bird.
Okay.
You don't even need to get out of SunEden to see big animals. Although I do doubt that you get to see lions or giraffes here. In fact, I hope that you don't get to see them here. Giraffes would be cool, but lions would be a little bit disturbing.
How can lions be disturbing? All they do is sleep 85% of their time.
I'm mostly worried about those other 15%. But where were we? The houses. If I understood well, all of these villas are privately owned. They all have their own owner. And pretty much all of them can be rented, except for a few where there's just people living here year round. You can just choose whatever villa you want to rent, if it's available, of course. And look at this one. This one even has an outdoor bathtub. Why didn't we rent this villa?
It was probably not in our budget, in our budget range.
This is really super cool. And look, under the tub, you have to make a fire so you can heat up the water. It's like a bit like as if you're making soup with yourself in it. This does kind of make it a little bit scary as well. Maybe there's still some voodoo or so in South Africa. Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers!
This just keeps happening to us. You have to try to make a video when people just every time stop you and invite you for beers. But I gotta say, we had been warned that SunEden is a very social place. But now we got to hurry up, so we will show you the rest of this place later. Maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because now we have to go to a bonfire. How's the voice doing?
Not that good. Sorry, guys.
This is gonna be a little bit complicated to do the villa tour.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But we only have one option.
Yeah, it has to be today because we have to move to another place. This place is taken for the next days. So I guess that
I give you full responsibility.
it's my turn to do a room tour. Let's go. What you see immediately next to me is a very large, fully equipped kitchen. And on my other side is a very, very large living room. There's a big TV and there's even a bar. And here is bedroom number 1, where we didn't sleep because there are more bedrooms and there are better bedrooms, I think. So it's ground level bedroom. It does have access to a veranda. We've been here for 4 days and this is actually the first time that I come in this area. I think it's cool when it rains or when it's cold that you still have a bit this outdoor feeling, but here the weather was nice enough to be outside. And the last place on ground level is bathroom number 1, which is spacious, has a shower and it has a bath. I really wish that I took a bath, but for some reason I haven't, and yeah, we have to move later. But it has everything you need. It has a sink, it has a big mirror. And let's continue upstairs. This is the bedroom where we have actually been sleeping. It's upstairs, it's nice that it's under the straw roof. And it has this big mosquito net which it gives it a tropical feel. I haven't seen many mosquitoes here at the moment, so fingers crossed. But it's cool to sleep under a mosquito net. And here is bathroom number 2, which also has a shower, a toilet and a sink. Now we are really entering undiscovered territory. This is the first time that I come to this part of the house. So there's bedroom number 3, which is the smallest bedroom of them all. And here we have another sitting area, lounge area, maybe man cave area. It also has a couple of seats and a TV. And I guess that this is about it for the tour of our palace. If you like me doing the tour, or if you prefer if Linz does it, let us know in the comments.
You did well. I'm proud of you. But honestly, I prefer to do the room tours myself.
Next time you can do the room tour again.
Okay.
But now we have to get moving because we only have about 10 minutes left before the cleaning lady will kick us out. So let's move to our next place. Ta-da! This is our new place. It's a bit of a downgrade. It's the whole place is about the size of one room in the previous place. But I gotta say, this is much more towards our budget and our standards. And it has everything we need. We have a bed.
We have. Oh, let me do a little room tour. A toilet and a shower. Our outdoor kitchen and our fridge and our
Outdoor office.
living room, office, everything.
We were actually living right next door of the place that we were staying until now. So we have the same view over the garden. This is actually the camping area. There's nobody camping at the moment, but I guess that these are all pitches and they each have their own braai, their own barbecue. So I hope that we've been able to give you a little idea of what SunEden looks like. We are gonna stay here for a couple of days more and then we are going deeper into South Africa to explore more of this country. So if you don't want to miss that,
You know what to do. Do it.
you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, give us a big like if you like this video, and we see you in the next one.